Three, two, one, zero.
Hey!
Hey Queen, how are you?
I'm blessed. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to see you.
Nice to finally see you too. Goodness, Invictus. Also known as Alexander, right?
Yes, that's my given name.
Yes, welcome to Music is Life, a platform that just pops up any and everywhere right now, wherever I can make it happen, because I just love music and I just want to help bring the underground above ground, and not just one type of music, all music. So, I had to get you up here. Gotta get the people to know you.
Thanks for having me.
For sure. So if you could tell everybody real quick, basically just a quick synopsis of who you are.
Who I am?
Yes.
Well, I don't know if there's any quick answer for that one.
Who are you? You got a song for them for that one, actually.
That's right. I don't know. My dad was rock and roll. My mom was hippie, so I'm something in between.
I like that.
Yeah. So that's me musically. I don't know. I have 2 children. I lived up rough. Now I'm a dad. Put my soul and my heart into my music. Got a story to say, so get it out there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you say it, it's like we downplay our lives sometimes, because to us it seems like we're not much, we haven't done much. But
Right.
From the outside looking in, I would like to say it looks like you have a beautiful life.
Yes, well, that's why I chose Invictus, because through all the trials and tribulations, you got to defy the odds and stay on
That's
top.
right.
Yeah, got to be strong.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do too, and I see it in you for sure. I know that's why we connected. Man, people don't know that we have had this connection for a while now.
Yeah.
Miles and miles and miles away. It's a beautiful thing to be able to say we've even sent each other mail and,
Yeah.
gifts in the mail.
Music is universal language, right? So you can tell when somebody's using the music and it's coming from their heart and their souls and their life. That's what music's about. You can't connect to something that is fake.
That's right. And that's one of the main things that I notice about your music, actually, is that you really, it really comes from your soul.
Yeah.
I know that you don't take your lyrics lightly. You talk a lot about real issues that go on in the world, real things that are going on. So I want to ask you, how do you feel about music in the world right now in 2022? Because music it makes a big impact, but right now it's not making a great impact. So what you think about that?
So I think what you have to do to find actual impactful music is you got to go outside the commercial avenues. You got to stop listening to the radio and what's trending. That's where you're going to find the good shit.
That's right. That's why it's the underground. I'm telling you. That's definitely where it's at.
Because society and the big companies, they don't want to really hear what's really going on. They only care about what's going to sell. And right now, what's that? Money, bling bling, violence,
Bodies.
and sex.
Oh my God,
you know what I mean?
sex is horrible.
And people just don't understand because they're caught in the rat race. So, once they discover something they can connect with, that's when they feel connection to the music and then it can move them. Until then, it's just another beat that you're bopping your head to, and it's sad because what's being pushed is totally influencing the youth in a horrible, horrible, horrible direction. Like, it ain't cool to waste your 20s and your teens doing drugs and popping shots and saying F education and running the streets wild. You know what I mean? You can do all that, but in a toned down way, in a tame way. Can't be glorified, and people think that, oh, that's what life is.
Exactly.
And then, people are dying innocently in the streets.
One of your family members, I believe, even saw me one night, and I was I was in a different mode, but I wasn't being as sexual as some people are. But I could understand where she was coming from. I think this was your mother.
Yeah, Christian woman right there.
Oh, but listen to me.
Yeah.
I'm so different, and you know, she has no idea, you know,
Yeah,
but at
no,
the
she
same
doesn't
time,
know. She saw
there
that quick.
is there is a certain like reach we have to make. We have to be able to reach back into the people. You know, we can't get the people to listen to us if we don't give them just a little something sometimes. And she just said, "I am not watching her no more. Your mother is not playing.
No, no.
Don't
Hard,
play with her." I
hard,
hope she
hard.
still tunes in tonight to see this
Yeah, yeah.
show.
She still loves you. She gets it. She understands.
I love her so
Yeah.
much, and I definitely understand. Man, I tell you what, music it makes such a difference, and if we can carry ourselves wrong when it comes to music. I appreciate you for being someone who carries their self the right way when it comes to music.
And
Invictus.
that's another thing I wanted to touch on is I used to do hip hop back in the day, early 2000s, okay?
Ah,
But it brought a lifestyle and it brought a lot of anger out of me. It was one of my releases, right? I was living in the city life, poverty, struggling, you know, hanging with the gangs, doing all this, going through court, having a child at 21 years old, not knowing what the hell was going on with life. And I chose hip hop, but I took it in the direction where, you know, I was listening to Wu-Tang and ODB. And
I want to hear that though.
it was pretty hard, heavy. We started making a buzz, but the lifestyle made all that crumble, you know?
It's
Like,
so much lifestyle that comes with it, with that genre.
yeah, so that's why I kind of switched things up. And, you know, I've dealt with depression my whole life on and off. So mental health is a real deal. So I try and stay away from all the negativity that I can. And that includes music, because put on a hip hop beat and my old stage name was The Maniac because I'd come out hard, you know? Yeah, total difference, right? Did that old news, didn't take me nowhere, brought me a lot of trouble. So now
Exactly, you got to throw that away.
the
I get
love, the hope, you know, be a bit of inspiration. You know, my boys, they all razz me a bit. Oh, where's the hard shit? Because they know from back in the day, I'm like, it ain't like that no more. You know, it ain't like that. It's not the message
and
that
that's
people
all
need to
right,
hear.
because you know what, you're gonna change the world with what you're doing now. So I want to know, because I couldn't classify you honestly. I love your music, but I wouldn't classify you. But I want to know if you had to classify yourself in any genre.
Maybe grunge.
Grunge.
Close to grunge-ish, I would say, is the closest I would fit into, because
Okay.
I have some unreleased stuff that I don't know, I'm just too shy to put out, or it's not ready. It needs to be a little finessed. But it shows a different style, you know. It's kind of, it would be a cross between, I don't know. I'm making my own style. That's what it is.
I love it.
I'm a trailblazer.
That's awesome. That's the way it should be, for sure. Definitely a trendsetter. So, all right, this is Sometimes by Invictus, and is this going to be on all platforms?
It's not unreleased yet. It was just floating on my phone. I'm in transition right now, so I don't have access to my studio, but it was on my phone, so I sent it to you. I'll probably put it out there.
You need to. We're going to talk about that after this track a little bit more. This is Sometimes, everyone.
Sometimes I feel like you. Sometimes I feel so blue. Now I'm in the dark, looking for your light. Sometimes I feel so lost. Sometimes I feel so weak. sometimes get on my knees. Sometimes I ask the Lord to help me. Sometimes I feel so blue. Sometimes I feel like you.
I was definitely rocking out over here. I want you to talk to the people for just a second about where they can find the music. Since they can't find it, I know you said you don't have it all officially distributed. Is there a SoundCloud? Is there an Audio Mac? Is there I know you were on YouTube. Are you still on YouTube?
I am on YouTube, but since the Convoy stuff, my channel kind of got shadow banned, so.
Wow.
Since that track, Power to the People, yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yes. We're going to bounce back from that. We bounce back from everything.
Also, you can find me on SoundCloud.
Sometimes I feel so used. Sometimes I feel so new.
Something freestyle, like something just off the top of the dome, like maybe sing something for me, or where is that guitar at? Because I want to see that guitar.
You want to see the guitar?
Is it put up?
I always have it with me.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. He always has it with him. Yes, I love that. I always wanted to play, but I just never got the chance to learn. So every time I see you with that thing, I see you making your own music in any type of way. I see anyone making their own music from scratch. I love it.
I'm self-taught.
Wow.
So sometimes it's limiting to me because I can only go as far as the skill on the guitar will take me. Sometimes that's frustrating, but I've learned to kind of make my own beats on GarageBand now, so that helps me expand my you know, my horizons. And as of so far, everything that is out there is actually from the top of my head, so that's why I don't do shows yet.
So you don't write it down or anything. It's just all freestyle.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's nothing wrong with that. It turns out good. So I mean, people love it. You have
I do have written stuff, but I haven't put it out yet.
Okay, it's coming. We're waiting on it. I just wanted you to know that we're over here pushing for you over here in America.
Well, thank you. See, I got my stars and stripes on for you today.
Hey, I see you. You don't have to do that though. I don't love them that much. Like not like oh, but you know, I'm just like. I mean, sometimes I think maybe I belong in another country, so you know, maybe.
Yeah, I belong in Costa Rica, so.
Right. Definitely get some stuff out. Listen, I want to be able to tell people and DJs to even be able to play you when I'm playing Music is Life, because Music is Life is getting ready to be a radio show that's broadcasted on different shows, different radio stations, you know, by different DJs. And with that, don't lose me, and I don't want to lose you. I want you to keep sending me those MP3s. I got sometimes now, and I'm going to use that. So you might want to copyright that. You might want to do that.
Thank you.
Yes. I love to throw in, even though, you know, a lot of people always told me that I get a lot of controversy about my music because it's not all positive. And people are like, they want to smile and they want to dance and they want, you know, and all of this. But, you know, what you're saying is it's the truth. Sometimes I feel blue. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
love it. Even though some people might not, I love it. And I'm going to keep pushing it. I want you to think about like management. Start thinking more about your music, about things that you don't even have to invest in because you have the connection in me. Anything that you need from me, you know, you can reach out to me.
Thank
Jack
you.
of
I
all trades.
appreciate
I make graphics. I make cover
it.
art. I do it all.
You the queen. That's why.
I guess I really am the queen. He pulled out the guitar. I am so excited.
Why did you fly away? Why did you go? Did the wind come take you away to a far, far distant place? Now I'm sitting here by myself, all alone and so cold. But the cold helps numb the pain. Said the cold, cold helps numb the pain. Why did you fly away? Why did you go? Did the wind come take you away to a far, far distant place? There you go.
I love it. Yes, we got some live music. I love you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I took a lot. I'm very shy.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. You can't be shy. You got to break out of that because you are going to make an impact.
Thank you.
Yes, you're going to make a definite impact in this world, the world, not just over there,
Hopefully,
but the world.
hopefully it's positive. That's the mission.
Yeah, it's going to be because listen to what you're writing. It's going to be because, you know, even though, you know, sometimes the music and the lyrics may come from a dark place, it's a very familiar place. It's what makes it positive to me. So being that
Yeah.
it's familiar for so many people, I mean, saying these things, it can't be anything wrong with us admitting to what we're going through, admitting to how we really feel deep down inside, you know?
Yes, and I figure it gives an outlet for somebody else to say, "Hey, I'm not alone out there."
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. And we end
Yeah.
up unifying and feeling better because we're like, I'm not alone. Now it's like I have someone holding my hand who's not holding my hand all the time, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So tell me a little bit more about when you were you said that you did do different genres. Was it just hip hop?
Yeah, well, it started back before that. We used to play the guitar back before, but then I lost my guitar in a house fire, and
Wow.
then and
Yeah.
then Dr. Dre album came out with just the beats, and me and the boys started playing with that, and then a couple of years after that, we started a group, started making a little bit of a name for ourselves in our city, and of course, drama set in.
Right. I mean, I looked at your YouTube one time and you had a lot of subscribers as if people were really tuned into you.
Yeah, well,
So,
people do. A lot of people know me around here. I'm known. I've been around. I made a name for myself a long time ago. So people were pretty interested in what the hell is this guy
yeah,
doing on YouTube, right? Because I hadn't made any noise or anything. I was like psst, very silent for like 10 years. No one would heard about me. Oh my God, this guy's still alive, and then he's popping up on YouTube with this music. What the hell? So yeah, a lot of people got a lot of interest from it, and I had a hell of a good promoter too. Jenna was helping me out a lot. She was pushing. My number one fan was pushing my stuff out, helping me because I
now,
wouldn't.
now that's
I
your number one fan. Is she's your number one fan and she was your promoter and who else is that?
Yeah, and she also helped me with some videos and everything else, you
Oh
know.
my goodness. And that's your lady. And your queen has been, I mean, she even contacted me before you, actually, I think.
Yeah, I think yeah, she made the first contact. Yeah.
Yes, yes, that's a beautiful thing. I tell artists all the time, everyone I meet, it's a beautiful thing to have someone who supports you that much. And those are definitely the type of people we need to keep in our circle. And if you have another one like that, you hold on to them tight. Jen has been a jewel when it
Yes.
comes to you, supporting you musically. I love that.
Yes. Big time. I definitely appreciate all her hard work and efforts.
Yes. So if you had to send a message to everyone out there, anything that you wanted to say to the world, what would it be?
Well, first of all, go look up the poem Invictus. That's why I have it tatted on my chest so that I never forget it. Because no matter what happens in your life, good, bad, it's always going to go up and down. That's why my logo's a balance, because you got to try and find balance in your life. And if you don't feel balanced, you ain't going to feel right. So try and feel balanced. And there's so much hate and negativity in this world. To find your balance, you got to find love, you got to find peace, and you got to live with hope in your heart. And that's my message.